Let's give this week's teaching. During this month, actually, the main deity I practiced, if we can say the main deity of temple practice, is Hiyagriva. Hiyagriva is the horsehead guanyin. So, some student maybe was wondering why the guanyin have the horse head, or some deities have a different animal head or bird head, whatever it is. Actually, it's kind of characters. There are several meanings. The secret meaning I cannot allow to give this for the public. But the surface meaning, there is some history tradition we can trick back, because the Buddhists come from ancient Hindus, and ancient Hindu town there's a horse head god. Some scholars said it's a kind of manifestation from Vishnu. Somebody said it's a separate god, so it's horse god. And then, from time to time, then the horse-head guanyin coming out. Then, pure guanyin coming out, like a handsome man. Then, beautiful lady guanyin coming out. When Buddhism going to the China, then the manifestation got changed. Some scholars say got bloated, got cracked. This means the deities, divine power got bloated. They give more into the human area, like the finger, human can accept it. Human society can accept it. According to the Master Tsongkhapa's, the Goluba's teaching, the Vajrayana can be separated 4 parts. So, each one of us, we want to practice, we want to walk into the Dharma area, want to liberate ourselves and liberate others. We must follow some kind of peace, right? Some kind of the road, you can say. So one step, another step, then go further and further. By the Vajrayana tradition, there's 4 parts. One we call business part. Another one we call, we can see like a wall or weaving part. Third one, the Tibetan call alu, means yoga part. The fourth one and final one, advanced one, we call adi yoga, like means primordial yoga, primordial union, they can say. So the first, in the different 4 parts, there's a different deities, or you can call, I think idiom or deities is more proper, this word. For example, the first part, the first step, when they just get the wall to renounce this ordinary life, we have the wall to walk into the Dharma life, then the first deity is Buddha himself. Buddha Shakyamuni, then Buddha Amitabha, like this. A main deity is Buddha, like incarnation Buddha, Buddha Shakyamuni. So Buddha Shakyamuni, for the southern part, the Bali tradition, there's only one guru exists, is Buddha Shakyamuni. He's Buddha, also he's guru. He's the only one teacher for all of us. For us, Tibetan Mongolian tradition or Chinese or Japanese Korean tradition, Mahayana tradition, they believe in Buddha is Buddha. Also our teacher, our guru. Then, beyond this level of the Drugu Buddha, means incarnation in this ordinary world. Beyond this level is the Buddha Amitabha. So the business part we also worship for Buddha Amitabha. But what I want to say is Buddha Amitabha have 2 forms. One is infinite light. One is infinite life. So the first part, we focus on the infinite light. So that means most Mahayana tradition, we all chanting Namo Amita, Namo Amito, Namo Amito. Like those Chinese old lady always chanting like this. For what? Because we all believe in Buddha, Amitabha. I mean, infinite light is the savior for us when we pass away. When we renounce this body, then we go into the battle time. Then if we do a lot of good karma, chanting a lot, we do a lot of good things, accumulate enough merit, no bad merit at all, then Buddha Amitabha will appear with Guanyin, Avalokiteshvara, with Manjushri, with Siddhigarbha, those Maha Bodhisattvas, then Sivas to the Pure Land. So this is the main focus of I translate as the business part. So the first step, we try to get saved from this samsara world. Right? We try to get off this suffering life. Then Buddhists try to call some deities. But at this time, Buddha is like a god. Like a Maitreya, Maitreya, right? So save us from this suffering. So we can say it's the first step, but it's not enough. The second step we call war step or reading step. Means we already found it out the first part is not enough. It's not enough. So we try to look back into our present daily life. We try to change it. We try to reduce the suffering in this ordinary life. Not only for ourselves, but for your husband or wife, your parents, grandparents, your son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, your friends, your neighbor, even your workmates, even some stranger in the streets. So we have the wall to see all of this. And at this stage, we find it out there are some deities coming out. So the first is also Buddha Amitabha, but it's infinite life. Pure white, like a ruby color, very handsome face with a vase. Inside the vase is Amita. And this Amita can transfer the sickness into happiness, can reduce the short-term life expectancy to long life. So we mainly pray for this Buddha. And then there's another one. For example, the one I chanting for several months, this Piyagriva, horse-hide Guanyin. So at that time, the ordinary Guanyin got different formation, different manifestation. They grow up as a horse-hide. So that's why I always tell you, when I chanting this, especially that retreat, I chanting several months over here because it's a black here, right? Got white. Now this month I got white. Yeah, especially that long sadhana, that long tournament. It's very, very powerful. Yeah, very powerful. When I chanting, I can feel some energies coming out from the crown. I was thinking, and I call my guru, I call my lama to ask, and we all agree that because like a kind of energy ball coming out. So when you chanting this sadhana, always, until you get some CD, then a horse cat coming out. But not the real horse cat. It's like energy formation, like they speak. And it's a green one. Yeah. Like a sundoma, it's back. But the horse cat like this. And besides, it's destroy Vajra. Like a Vajra saddle. But the cross is a cross Vajra holding like this. I always chanting this to seal to do the healing process. That one. It's right and left, like because the Bodhisattvas accompanied to the Buddha, long life Buddha. So the three main one is a mandated for us. If we walk into the second stage, that means some student, some Buddhist already found it out it's not enough. I just renounce this life to walk into the next good life, or go to the heaven, or go to the Pure Land. But it's okay. The idea is good, but it's not enough. Then, during the second stage, we found it out we should not only get willing to reborn in the Pure Land, but we also try to change our life, current life, into the better life. Reduce the sickness, expanded the life expectancy, destroy the obstacles, not including all the obstacles. This COVID-19, like wildfire in Australia, or some earthquake, or what others, flood, like this. So we must get this power. So we chant it. The third step is we find it out even above 2 is not enough, because this still the outside words. We find it out all these obstacles, all the sickness, all the on-time death is come from the obstacles. If we call obstacles, it come from the karma. But where did karma come from? How to deal with it, how to cool down it, conquer it, is from our heart. So you get out this heart chakra, you find it out there's something inside. It's not cancer inside. It's Buddha nature inside. So how to combine from outside world, outside the human body, meat and blood, your desire for everything, for woman, for money, for everything. Then combine this desire with our Buddha nature. Then mute it down. No, just combine. At this time, just combine. We call Yuga time. Yuga time. There is a mantra for this Yuga time. Like when we do the sadhana, do the puja, especially Mahadevas puja, there is a long-time mantra for this. We invite the deity coming down, then we do this vajra, we do this mudra, then we chanting this. First is emptiness, Subhavachuda, Sarvadhamma, Subhavachuda. Then is the Yuga mantra. Yuga, Sabhava, Dhamma, Yuga, Sudo, Hum. That means we invite outside deities, go inside. And awake our inside Buddha nature, the true self, together. That's your yoga, right? Because yoga, yoga. Yeah. This word, it comes from ancient Hindu. Is some instrument to combine the chord together. You all know it, right? So that means the Hindu yoga means someone play yoga posture. We combine ourselves with the God, with the Mahagod. For us, we union our Buddha nature with outside deities, outside obstacles, outside everything, with our inside nature. But just combine. This is Alu Yoga. The fourth one is the most advanced one we call Adi Yoga. Adi Yoga is what? It's merge. We found it out, it's still not enough. We just combine them together. Even you combine them together, you're married. Most of you are married. You marry husband and wife. You get a married ring, you get family, you just combine them together. But some kind of marriage is not merged together. You just two person living together, have a family, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the merged together means there's no you and her or him, right? there's one. So Adi means what? Adi, there are several meanings. The deep meaning is light. It's transference everything into light. If we can successfully transfer all things, outside things or inside things, into light, you will find it out, we merge together. You can say the universe, all the universe merged together with you. Or you can say yourself merged together, all the universe outside. So it's Adi. Deep means primordial one. We go back to the primordial stage. And primordial stage, the formation is light. Like the Bible said. Yeah. The God said, there's a light, so there's a light. But our Buddhists believing, before the Bible say this word, there's primordial state. We all merge together. And we call this stage Buddhahood. So Buddha is a hood, is a state. We can say Buddha is a finger, is a person. For the first stage, right, like I explained it to you. Then second stage, there's more finger coming out. The third stage refers to everything outside the words and the inside Buddha nature. And the most advanced one is the Buddhahood. Buddhahood is what? You can say the nature is the ether. So ether means, it didn't mean emptiness. Someone translate into emptiness, but ether means this kind of state. Everything, everyone, even time and space merge together. And they change, always change. But still, some components change, but the state always there. So the state we call Buddhahood. And when they moved, when they changed, they transfer into light. So the nature is ether. When they moved, so it's light. And when they move to our world, we call them like deities, or you can call God, or you can angels, or we call dakini, same. And there are different formation, different, you can say different function. Sorry, I use this word. Yeah. So there's a peaceful one, there's a wrathful one. We call it's 100 deities. Yeah. It's 58, it's 42. Combine them together. So we like a mandala. Like a mandala. And this kind of mandala, living in the visible worlds, but still is out of the Buddhahood. So living some world we call non-form world. So this universe, according to the Buddha system, there's several worlds. The most advanced, the outer one, is the non-form world. In the middle one is the form world. The smaller one is the desire world. And the desire world, we can separate 6 realms. The God realms, Asura realms, the human realms, the animal realms, human realm, animal realm, we're living together. We all can see it. Then it's the ghost realm, it's a hue realm. We can say, oh, it's huge, very huge, but still, like a small node in whole this universe. So Buddha Sutra always call 3,000 Maha worlds. And during the one Maha world is the 3,000 million world. Within the one of the median world is the 3,000 small world. And our world is just one of the small world. So you can say, like a one say in the Gan River. Is that called Gan River, right? India, yeah. No, it's not called Ganges.
Ganges.
Ganges River. So in the sutra, Buddha always say this like an example. So we can imagine, actually the word so large. We are just this tiny word, just very, very tiny. Even such tiny words, as a human, our five senses, we can see, we can touch, we can smell it, we can feel it. It's just these two realms, the human realm and the animal realms. We can see, it's the high mountains, the ocean, a lot of person, a lot of woman, guy, a lot of animals, eagles, whatever it is. But there's just one part. There are several parts we cannot feel it, see it, touch it, smell it. God's realm, ordinary person cannot find it out. Heart Sutra realm cannot find it out. Ghost realm or human beings realm, we cannot find it out. So still the word for us is so huge. What I want to say is, just because the limitation of our five senses is so small, so we cannot imagine what's the true things for the real world. And even we get some superpower to find it out some place that I can feel that God exists. I truly believe in. Yeah. I can feel astral, or I can feel ghost, or I can feel yes. Some kind I can feel it too. But it's not someone you can claim it, because it's not the true superpower. We don't claim for the superpower. Yeah. We just claim for the enlightenment. If we get a final enlightenment, like a Buddha Shakyamuni and the Bodhi tree, he found it out before the first sunshine coming up. He found it out, the true word thing. He speak one word, very famous for this. The true word is so extraordinarily different with us, and most of the thing is on the opposite of this. For example, now we all eager to earn a lot of money, get a lot of high position in the society, blah blah like this. But the true word is, in the true word, what they should do is to clear all the karma first, clear the sickness second, to expand it, our life expectancy. It is the most important things. But most person do the wrong things. They devote our health, they devote even our life to earn the money, to get lots of these things. Then, by the process, the life expectancy gets short. A lot of sickness get it. Hey, come in. So that's why, from the view of Buddha, we all do the wrong things. Come in. This is just one example. Yes, come in. There's a lot of, for example, they eat a lot of alive animals, especially those, some area person. They eat a lot of. And a lot of sickness coming out from this alive animal eating, because it's like a karma reflection. I remember there's a Mahayana. There's some arahant said this word. Now you eat the animals, you treat it back for 500 years with your parents, for sure. Whatever it is, some fish, some lobster, because most of the person eat that alive. Fish, lobster, especially those what's that word from ocean? Yeah.
Oyster?
Shrimp, oyster, yes, some kind of this, yeah. Then, why they get this like lobster? Go to the very luxury lobster shop, we get it. We use a lot of money to show our face, to show our social status. When you eat it alive, then the spirit coming out, the spirit hate us and attack us. Maybe you cannot feel it, but if you always take this action, some system in this, I don't know how to say this part chakras, get some sickness. Yeah, I have several students. They each way they come in to take the water. No, it's not you or others. They must drink it because they got skin problem so seriously. They got this part chakras problem so seriously. So I find it out they come from Hong Kong. Those kind of area always eat this alive. Then it's just a 40 something like that. They get very serious skin problem and kidney problem. So they go out to the Lake Shinho to do the dragon puja, to release the animals like worms like this, and drink this water. Then it's calm down. It's cool down, not so serious. Just like we own debit in advance, so we should repay it, pay it back to clear it. But still, the karma is clear. If we just say, okay, I stop eating this alive. Okay, you didn't borrow the new money, new debit, but still there's the old one. You didn't repay it. So that's why you have to go to church, go to temple to repay it, to do the puja, whatever the puja is. But for this kind of karma, they have very serious problem. The Hindu call naga, we call dragon disease. Just because a lot of animal were eating or torturing or by this kind of things. Then this animal realm fed back into human realms. So there's a lot of welfare. I think it's 2015, right? Alberta have a very serious wildfire. This year is Australia. Got this a lot of animal burns. Then this fire get worse and worse and worse. Then this COVID-19, or before there's a similar disease coming out. All by this. So for us, as a Buddhist, or you call yourself as a spiritual developer, what kind of these things? What we should do is to chanting a lot, stop killing, stop torturing the animals, and save this surrounding. But this is the outside world's reflection. From your inside, actually, is coming from some bad idea. So that's why Buddha said when he got nirvana, when he got enlightened, under the Bodhi tree, he said this. This world is so different with the how to say, with the crack world, you can say. If you get enlightened, you will find it out. The effort we should do is to improve ourselves, improve our life existence standard. But ordinary person just focus on this social level, improve your social level, improve your wealthy, what kind of those things. But when we get old, when we're into the senior age, then we find it out, oh, it's a pity. Now you use all your saved deposit to get a lot of nutrition, get a lot of herb, get a lot of drug to improve your health. Try to extend your life expectancy. We can find it out. The first part of the life was used for the hard part of your life. But actually, if from beginning we can realize this problem, then maybe, of course, we should work somehow to feed ourselves, feed our family. But besides, we use some time, some energy to improve your spiritual level, to stop the bad karma accumulation. Then we can find it out. You don't need to work so hard to earn a lot of money. because this, especially Canada, right? This social is very stable, it's very advanced. What they should do is to keep your time when they're still young in the Dharma practice. Then keep our health very stable. Keep our mind very stable. Then when we get old age, you can find it out. It's very easy to keep the health and keep the long life experience. Yeah. My parents now is 83. Yeah. When I take a retreat, my mom gets some problem, very serious problem. Heart pressure, yeah, very high, and she loses face. He loses weight for 40 pounds during 2 months. Then my little sister sent me a letter. Then I do this ritual ceremony to transfer the karma into myself. Then suddenly cleared. I falling down from mountain, but she suddenly cleared. Suddenly got recovered. Yeah, the weight coming back to the normal level, and until now. Yeah, almost 6 years passed. No, almost 6 years passed. This kind of, how to say, it's like kind of the energy movement. So if we practice not so high level, just a little bit higher, then we can transfer the karma from your families into yours. Then you clear it. Yeah, you clear it by kind of ritual, kind of practice, especially the puja, fire puja, smoke puja, water puja. I do a lot. Yeah, use the blood because they're falling down from mountain. There's a very big, so I use a knife to cut it down, get the dirty blood. 3 bowls of this. Bad smell. It's a kind of, maybe you cannot imagine at that time. It's the karma. For us, the Vajrayana system, we believe in the blood from human is a representative of the greed. Yeah. And the bone is representative of your anger. The meat is representative of your ignorance. So during the process of puja, we all imagine, right? Use the Kabbalah like this in the crown to mute it down. We devote all of this. It doesn't mean you should cut your hands. Just visualize. Then you merge them together. Use a tumor, in the fire to burn it, to melt it down into a meter, to offer this. Just by this vision, just by this visualization, by mudra, by chanting mantra, kind of these things, power. Then we can clear ourselves or students or families, some members, the karma. Then, from the root level, we clear the sickness. It's very, very important. Yeah, especially for the healer. It's very important. Maybe from the beginning you cannot feel it, but several times or 10 times or dozens of times, you can get the feeling. When we do the puja, for example, now some family get, or some members, some students get some sickness, they call me, they ask some help, then I do the fire puja. Now I do, each night I do the smoke puja. I can feel it. Yeah, each night I visualize some guy. Yeah, some of my family, some of my students give me a call, then I visualize it. Then I burn. It's very simple. I burn some grass, burn some herb, the rest. The smoke coming out, then you can find it out different formation. That means we combine our smoke puja is that guy's or that lady's alaya consciousness. So from root level, we clear it. Because our alaya, like a recording machine, record machine. No, how to say, recording machine, right? Take all the record of all the fears of our this life or previous life. Very dirty, bad smelling, everything put together. For the ordinary person, he cannot clear it at all. He just keep it. Like a heavy burden, like a shield. Always keep it, always keep it, always keep it. If we always keep it, cannot throw it away, so our level, our reborn level, will be lower, lower, lower. Maybe 6 previous life, you are the small God in the heaven. But you do some wrong things. Not you, some guy. Then we throw it down into arrowhead or into humans. But if you're falling down from heaven, you reborn as human, you must be a king or a queen or princess or prince like this. Then you still do the bad things. Then get reborn as a very poor family. But you didn't regret for it. You didn't realize it. You still do that things, kind of things. Then next life will be with some animals. Or even bad, even worse, some ghost. Yeah. Until you meet some priest, some monk, some lama, you go to church or temple, then you get some enlightened. You realized that things you have done it. You should be very, very scared. Even you are so lucky to be a student of Buddha, Shakyamuni himself. Because in the Sutra book said Buddha Shakyamuni at some gathering, Dharma gathering, 500 students, among students, get enlightened immediately just by the teaching, Dharma teaching of Buddha Shakyamuni. And they are so scared. Why scared? Because they have a superpower to look it back the previous life. They do a lot of bad things, killing, torturing, whatever it is, stealing, whatever it is, a lot of bad things. They are so scared. Buddha said. Of course, Manju should do some example to clear this. Then Buddha said, what you should do is to first realize it, then do the repentance to clear it, then do the puja to repay back. One of the they all walk into the arrogant state. One of the arrogant said, how can they repay it? That guy, I kill it. That victim already changed into blah, 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 blah. Buddha said, do the puja. At that time, do the smoke puja. Do the smoke puja according to the sadhana. You do the chanting, you do the visualization, you do the mudra. Then, the law of karma will combine it. This puja. Because they do the puja, there's a lot of merit coming out. They're combined, they're married into that guy. Even that guy already changed into some animal or another human in another country, blah, blah, whatever. It will clear it. Maybe not just by once, several ones. So for us, we do the puja, especially the fire puja, smoke puja, we all visualize. From this life, we realize. In my teenagers, maybe I killing a worm. Without any intention, but I killing it. Then I will realize. From. Then next, a previous life. But ordinary person cannot realize what you do in a previous life, right? So, according to the rule, you should realize. First, the big animal, humans, elephants, crocodiles, such as this, eagles. Then small one, mustache, small one. Then previous life, one by one. Realized by this clear. To dozens of times. You will find it out suddenly. Some sickness or some pain in some area is gone. Some lady from far away come to my place to say, oh, Lama, he called Master. Master Yang, I always get pain for everything. And that pain is movable. Sometimes headache, sometimes for the neck, sometimes for the shoulder, sometimes come back the bottom, whatever is moved. Yeah, so it comes from killing the animals. They eat animal a lot. That's why you chanting 100 syllables. First, realize and do the repentance for this. Recognize this like a sin, right? Then pay it back. Offer incense, burn the puja, whatever it is. Slowly, it will be bad. Yeah. As a Buddhist or as a religious guy, whatever the faith you have, we must know one thing first, that is, we must accept this world like it is. We must accept the situation of us directly. We cannot pretend it to be, I'm a perfect guy, I'm ashamed, I'm a whatever. No. We must accept it. Then find it out some way to clear it, to improve it. Step by step, we can do it. Yeah. Spiritual development is very hard to do. It's not like you go out to earn money or to, improve your social levels. I think it's a little bit quicker, more easy. Because your spiritual level is changeable. Yeah, it's changeable. But what we should do is first to face it. Then do the practice. It's not just talk. Yeah, each week I just talk for this time. Yeah, I how to say, from Monday to Friday I just speak several words. I go out buy some food, then come back. Yeah, I don't want to talk a lot, because talk a lot uses a lot of energy. Because when I go out for practice, I keep this for several hours. And if we talk a lot, during this talk, we make some bad karma. Because we talk, we disagree with some idea each other, then we look down on others, when we say some dirty words, then even we didn't speak it out, but I feel it. I hate you, but I'm scared to speak it out, but I still hate you in the man. Your man, your speech, and your action, same level when you do the karma. Good karma or bad karma. Even you didn't speak it out, you didn't do it. You just, in your mind, you get some movement, you still get this karma. Yeah, so it's very hard. So that's why for us, especially our retreat lamas, we always keep the mouth closed. Our guru is not a guru. My guru is a very famous lama in history. My guru is the next generation. Very famous, Jayang Cheche Loju. He said several words I always follow for the daily practice. If you want to get enlightened, I want to give this word to all of us as a conclusion of today's teaching. If we want to get enlightened, first we should like to do the meditation. The first one. Second one, we should like to chanting the mantra or sutra. The third one is do the fire puja, smoke puja, to clear the environment, to pay back the karmas. And above all of this, keep your mouth closed, unless you're chanting. Yes. Otherwise, just keep it closed. It's very, very important. He lived 80 something. Yeah. He's so famous, but he never talk. He never give teaching. He just, when he speak, he's chanting, give empowerment. He chanting. Then keep it close. Just smelling. No. Okay, smelling like this. Yeah. He is a founder of Lime movement. You know Lime, right? Lime means all movement together. The Lime have two meanings. One is the four branches of a Tibetan school merged together. And otherwise, all religions merge together. The Buddhist, Hindus, or Christian, especially these three. So he's very, very famous and very good Dharma practitioner. I think this is all for today's teaching. I give a lot of concepts. So if you have interest, you can go back to listen again, to think about it. If you can think about even for several seconds, it's worth for me to give this teaching. Especially for the 2 kids. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you.